Hello YouTube, Jeff Steele here with SteelNavigator. Today I will be shaving for the first time with a safety razor, a double-edged safety razor. I have never used one before. I have zero experience. This will be in real time. I'm not going to stop the video if I cut myself. I'm going to continue on. So this video will be containing all bloopers. I have showered, I've applied pre-shave, and I have used a brush to brush on a lather. This is a brand new blade. I'm about to heat it up and get started. As you can see, I do have a beard, so I'm just going to be shaving above and below the beard. I'm going to go pretty slow. This will be a slow video, a long video, but this is my first time. I'm going to try to avoid cutting myself as much as possible. I have it on the lowest or least aggressive setting where the blade edge is minimized as much as it can be. I only have about 2 days worth of growth as far as this section and the section above my beard. But here we go. See what happens. If you don't mind, tap the thumbs up icon and subscribe if you would. They say a hot blade cuts better than a cold blade, so we'll see what happens. Very sharp. I'm only using the weight of the blade. This is a heavy unit. I'm only holding it with a few fingers. And I can tell you that this has some significant weight to it, and being used to a disposable razor, it takes some getting used to. I can tell you, if you're in a hurry, do not use one of these. Try to keep my cheek line as high as I can, even though it's a little more sparse on the line there. Now the true test will be under the neck. That's where it's super dense on my face. You can really get a defined line with this for sure. Worked really well for that upper cheek line. Considering it's very small, it's really slick, has significant weight, so you could drop this very easily. They say you can get a couple of shaves, 2 or 3 out of these double-edged razors, but I think the sharper the blade, the better. You only want to use the weight of the razor. You never want to use any pressure, in my opinion, with a razor, any razor. So I think it's wise to change it after each. They're only around 10, 20 cents a blade, so cost is not significant. Now the trickiest area on me is going to be around the Adam's apple, where I have a lot of contours. Luckily today I'm not shaving around my lip line, because I have hair that goes all the way down to the pink of my lip. So this will be the trickiest area, I think, around the Adam's apple. To be very careful. I think it's super important that you have lather covering any area you're going to be running this blade over. Fresh lather. If it starts to get dry, you need to re-lather or add more water. So because you're using as minimal pressure as possible, it feels sometimes like you might not be getting close enough, but believe me, it is getting close. I think it's just like anything else. Practice makes perfect. The more practice you get, the more of an expert you get, the faster you get. I would definitely say the more angular, the more contoured your face and neck is, the more careful you have to be, the more fleshy your face and neck area. I'd say the faster, the more careless you could be without getting cut or nicked. Just in the 11 minutes I've been shaving here, the lather's already getting a little dry around the edges. I am going extra slow. It's my first time. I feel like this really shines with the edges, having that hard angle single blade. You can really get the best edges if you got facial hair. I'm gonna get the edge line around the bottom and the sides. I feel like I would probably do better if this was a little bit lighter. When you're holding this in your fingers, it's the weight. If you just let it drop against your face, it's going to cut you for sure, just from the weight. Adding a little more water to the edges. I think so far I've been lucky. I've been extra careful, and I have been shaving since I was 12, done a lot of research on these, watched hundreds of hours of videos with straight or the double safety razor blade shaving. So I'm putting that education in action today. Almost there, almost finished. So there it is. Just shaved the neckline all around this angular Adam's apple. And it's been shaved up around here. I would most definitely say it's an experience. I went extra slow, showered, did the pre-shave, brushed on a quality lather. I feel like with that preparation and going slow, applying no pressure, only using the weight of the blade, letting the sharpness of the blade do the work for you. Use a fresh blade always, I believe in that. And being very careful not to drop this. If you're careful, I believe you can do this on your first time without getting cut or nicked. You just saw me do it. This is my first time ever putting one of these in my hand. First time ever putting it against my face. I did not cut or nick myself. I went very slow. So I hope this was informative to take the fear out of your mind about using a double-edged safety razor. Give it a shot. I think the real benefit here is the blades are sharper, they say, than cartridge razors, number one. Number two, probably the greatest benefit, is it can save you a tremendous amount of money. Now, normally this process for me takes me 8 to 10 minutes. Today, it took me about 15, 16 minutes. A little bit of practice, maybe I could get that down to 12, 13 minutes maybe. So a little more time investment, but you're saving money. Comment down below what has been your experience with your first time shaving with a double-edged safety razor. What products do you use? What do you like best? Start a conversation on the topic. Tap the thumbs up icon. Subscribe to the channel if you would. I try to bring some value on various topics. I do appreciate you watching. Share this video. Get the word out. Don't be afraid to try a safety razor, or maybe even a straight razor later on. Maybe that might be a future video from me. Appreciate you watching. Have a great day.